Liverpool lose 3-2 to Bournemouth and drop points for the consecutive week. Last week they tied up Burnley and now they lose to Bournemouth in the last minute. And yes, shout out to Bournemouth. Shout out to Ali for the last minute winner. Shout out to Jimenez for his goal. Shout out to Evan Nielsen for his goal too. And they're getting their hands on the wins again. You know, they beat Tottenham last week in the last minute, and now they beat Liverpool last minute. Big wins for them. But I want to talk about Liverpool because they just keep dropping points. And they might end outside the top five, top four, whatever you guys get it. You know, I think Premier League will get the top five position again. They'll get the fifth position for Champions League. But you also have Arsenal. I mean, you have Chelsea and you have Manchester United right there, and they're looking in way better form than Liverpool are right now, and they're playing way better football than Liverpool are right now. And Liverpool dropped points, and then you look at their goals, right? Once again, there wasn't a team performance. It wasn't team goals. You know, you have a corner kick from Van Dijk. You have Soboslai scoring an amazing free kick, very good free kick by Soboslai. But when it comes to the team aspect of it, they're not finding themselves their feet. They can't find their play. They can't find their style of play. You know, one week you don't have Salah, the other week he's starting every game. Then you look, Florian Wirtz has been putting up numbers now. He's been putting up good performances. But I also don't think Florian Wirtz and Salah connect. I don't think they're the two players that connect well. You know, Wirtz connects with Ekatike. I think Wirtz would connect with the Isak. You know, I don't think he connects with the Salah. I don't think he connects with the Cody Gakpo. Right. And then you have players like Sobos, like who in defense, he's pretty much running the midfield because no one else runs in that midfield. McAllister doesn't run. Gravenberch is the sitting six, so he's not running around the pitch. Soboslai is doing a lot of dirty work for them, and he's the one scoring the goals. I think he's been their best players this season. And then Joe Gomez comes in because Konate is injured, and he's been getting so much hate, Konate, because he's made a couple of mistakes here and there. Yes, it hasn't been the best decisions for Konate. But Joe Gomez comes in, and Van Dijk makes two mistakes for two goals in Bournemouth. But no one talks about it because it's Van Dijk, right? You can't criticize Van Dijk because he's been good for the last couple of years. But he makes a mistake that costs Liverpool the game. And yes, he gets his goal, and maybe it cancels out the mistake, right? But I don't understand why people keep saying that Van Dijk's had a good season, right? Because if he's had a good season, even when Konate has been out of the picture, Van Dijk hasn't been playing well, right? And then they say, oh, that Frank Parn is different. Then you have Kirkes, but Kirkes has picked up his level. Joe Gomez comes in, replaces an injured Konate that hasn't had the best of seasons. Frank Parn is finding his feet. Van Dijk surely should level his up, but no, he's been dropping very bad performances the last couple of games. But he's Van Dijk, so we can't criticize Van Dijk, right? We can't talk anything about Van Dijk because he's one of the best defenders in the Prem, and you just can't criticize Van Dijk apparently, right? But he has two clear mistakes for in this game specifically, and he's made a good amount of mistakes for Liverpool this season. But when it comes to the attack, also Liverpool. Salah probably moves on in the summer, right? Gakpo just doesn't fit the system, doesn't fit the rest of the players. Gakpo doesn't fit with Ekatike, he doesn't fit with Florian Wirtz. I don't think Florian Wirtz, Ekatike are more ball playing, good on the ball, pass and move. Gakpo is straight up cut in and shoot. And the players just don't connect. They just don't match. And in this system, I don't even know what Arne Slot's system is because in attack they're slow and create no chances. In defense, they concede a lot of chances. In midfield, they don't win midfield battles. So not sure what his plan is, Arne Slot. And I do believe for the best of Liverpool and for the best of Arne Slot, I think this summer he should leave. And I think the perfect replacement is Xabi Alonso. And maybe you guys will say you're a Madrid fan. Why would you want Xabi Alonso at Liverpool? Why do you think that Liverpool is a good fit for Xabi Alonso? Why do you think Xabi Alonso is a good fit for Liverpool when he wasn't for Madrid? And the thing is, it's different, right? Liverpool is they will back their management when it comes to him creating a project, him choosing the players, him choosing who plays, him choosing the style of play. And that's just not it at Real Madrid. In Real Madrid, you lose a couple of games here and there. You lose the big games, and everyone wants your head, and you lose pressure, and the pressure gets to you, and you lose sight of everything. At Liverpool, they're more with the manager. They're a bit more letting things go a little bit sooner. They let things go, right? Liverpool could lose against City, against Tottenham, against Chelsea with the new manager creating a project like they did with Jurgen Klopp. and then they'll give him the confidence. They'll give him his players. They'll give him time. They'll give him time. That's the important part factor in this. They'll give their manager time. And Xabi Alonso, when it comes to creating a project, when it comes to choosing what his players do, choosing the style of play, how his team plays, that is Xabi Alonso's way of coaching. When he gets his hands on the team, when he's able to imprint his fingers all over the pitch, then you get a good Xabi Alonso team. And I think he played at Liverpool. He was a big player at Liverpool. He's loved by the fans. Tactically, he has Frimpong, he has Kirk's high flying right wing back and a high flying left back. You have Florian Wirtz, who he's managed before. You have a striker in Ekitik and Isak who move a lot around. He doesn't like that single-handed striker who just stands on top. He likes the movement. He likes Florian Wirtz's movement. He likes these type of players. I promise you, if he ends up going to Liverpool, he's gonna ask for a very specific type of midfielder. There's some he is very specific on the midfielder, like a Granit Xhaka type, a ball playing midfielder who beats press, who switches the ball from one side to another, who's very good on the ball, a ball playing DM, right? That is what Xabi Alonso wants. And am I speaking too soon because they might get top four and Arleshlat's gonna stay? I don't think they get top four. I just don't see it the way they've been playing, the way that they drop points over and over again. And then you see the trajectory of Chelsea going up. You see the trajectory of Manchester United going up. And Liverpool just keep dropping points. So let me know what you guys think. I think they should get Xabi Alonso in the summer. I think they should build around him, give him the summer to build his players, build his style. He has some players in there who fit his style, like Frimpong, Words, Ekitike, Isak, I think Cricket fits his style perfectly. He has the center backs in there. He would need a ball playing midfielder and another type of midfielder that runs up and down and helps solo slide. And I think you move on from Mohamed Salah. I think you move on from Gakpo, and then I think you build around Xabi Alonso. So let's see how Liverpool season goes. Let's see how it goes.